Holy crap, Born. They caught me off guard, but we are live. Straight into draft. No warm up, no warning, really. Here we are.
Everybody is ready and raring to go.
Time to get the show on the road. It will be interesting. These two teams actually know each other quite well. As B-Train would say, let's see if some deals with the devil were struck and certain things are let through. It'll be interesting.
Maybe?
A Chen. I bet they don't let Maiev through. And I'm betting the two bands here on Winky Face part will be the Alex and the Maiev.
That does leave Alarak open, though, for a contender.
Right out of the... Called it!
Called the Maiev ban, absolutely.
You're going to see Gul'dan ban here.
We'll see if you're 2 for 2. But, real quick, while we're waiting here, the Found Vikings did choose to come to this map, Volskaya. They banned Battlefield, and Winky Face banned Alterac. Winky Face did win the coin toss, and they chose to have the first hero pick.
Zeratul. Well, that caught me off guard.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. All right.
50%. Get me back to 66 and ban Alex. They're thinking about it. I'll be shocked if they let Alex through. Unless they're going to play Alex themselves.
I'm not sure if anyone...
Ooh.
Oh, the Stukov. They're more afraid of the Stukov than the Alex. Very interesting.
Very interesting indeed.
This is a really good map for Alex. She's super helpful on the points. If you just need to eke out those last few bits of percentage, pop Dragon Queen, and, your team can gain control again pretty easily. So I'm honestly very surprised.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Ew, there it is.
Did I? I said Chen. I was like, maybe they'll let it through, but...
No pandemonium today.
All right, so we only correctly predicted one of those bans.
No. You said Chen. And they're gonna let them have Alex. Okay.
So I wonder then, that makes me think that maybe they have planned for this. Maybe they're allowing Alex through and they're gonna draft, a good counter. Oh. Or possibly we're gonna have a DC.
Well, while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and show the map and what's going on here. So tonight, the Vikings, with a win, will go solo into first place. And Winky Face is fighting for their playoff life here, so I say you're probably going to see them bring out anything and everything tonight, knowing that they really need this series and next series, I think, by the math I did, to be assured a playoff spot. So I look for Winky Face to throw everything but the kitchen sink at them. All right.
Yeah, that's one of the benefits of having a division that is so close, as close as C East, is that, I don't know that anyone as of right now is really, really mathematically eliminated from the playoffs. There's a lot of teams that can still, grab one last win or two and make it in. Definitely makes for exciting games.
I bet Zeratul's the next ban. Oh my goodness.
What about this next one, though?
Stukov? Oh, it's like I know.
Like, you're just prophetic here, Belle, and you got to do that last ban, though.
Oh, I didn't even get time to say it.
Not fast enough.
Not fast enough. Seems like we've been here before.
A little bit of deja vu, but I think this was about where the disconnect was. So we were talking that we Found Vikings, Winky Face let them have Alex. So I'm wondering if they have a counter built in. The Alex was a guaranteed first pick.
And the Kael'thas going over. So I guess they got a plan. I would say that's arguably both those players' best heroes.
I'm gonna agree with you. I mean, definitely Alex is her best hero for sure, and Cyan on that Kael'thas definitely scares me, so. Oh,
Oh, spicy.
Lucio. I was expecting maybe an Ana, throw the grenades in on the Alex W, but Lucio, interesting choice. And then Abathur.
So this is going to be extreme poke DPS coming out, I'm going to guess. They're just going to install this as much as they possibly can and get as much Abby value as possible and hope the Abby soak can get them a lead and the win.
Yeah. That's going to put them one person down on the fights, obviously, but like you said, that Abathur's going to get major value, especially as we move into the later phases of the game with all that soak.
The Lord of Terror is no
Diablo
more.
ban. Nope.
So I know two of those bans by the Vikings targeted at a certain individual on the other side.
Or B-Train. Rip. No Chen and no Gul'dan.
Johanna Blaze. So it'll probably be, as it has been every time I've seen Dickie on the Blaze, a Combustion, a Blessed Shield, Phoenix I'm going to guess, and then Lifebinder is always Sky's go-to. And then we're going to get Cocoon. Most people that play Lucio have told me High Five's not worth the risk, so probably still Sound Barrier.
High Five is actually banned with Abathur. Or I believe Ultimate Evolution. Abathur's Ultimate Evolution talent is banned with Lucio because then he can use High Five. So.
Oh.
We're going to have to. Yeah, Abathur's Ultimate Evolution talent is banned.
Oh, the days when Abby could clone and have your ultimate.
Well, I think the bug is that even if Lucio doesn't take High Five, the clone gets it, which is crazy. And then Kerrigan and Greymane, the last two heroes picked up here.
Big Ring. A Kerrigan clone, I'm going to guess, at this point. Kerrigan or Jaina will be the clone, especially
Kerrigan
since Lucio cannot be cloned.
Interesting choices. If you're looking at the teams, just real quick, Winky Face is definitely squishier than Found Vikings. They've got a solid front line with Johanna and Blaze, so we're gonna have to hope that the Kerrigan can do her work, get in the back line, and get to Kael'thas and Alex Straza.
Absolutely, and I don't know. With so much beef up front, the Kerrigan's going to have a hard time getting to the two targets that she wants to get to.
They're going to have to watch pretty carefully, maybe try and get some strategic picks where they can, punish anyone who gets even slightly out of position. If Anub'arak can keep an eye on positioning and go in on someone who's out of position and stun them, and then the Kerrigan follow-up stun, then that person is pretty much guaranteed to get deleted as long as the follow-up is there. But, I mean, they're going to have a hard time initiating from nothing.
Right, and the stuns are going to have to be comboed just right. It's going to have to be the Anub'arak, probably the Burrow, followed by a Kerrigan, then followed by Impale by Anub'arak to get that kill. And, I mean, they're going to have to be layered just right. So here we go. Greymane. I didn't expect the Greymane. I know Contender plays Greymane, but I just figured we'd see the Alarak since it's his fave.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that that got led through the bans and didn't get picked, but clearly they felt that Greymane was the better choice here.
The thing I'm really shocked is that Kael'thas and Alex got through.
I'm excited to see Sky play some Alex. We haven't seen that too much. Most of the teams, it's an insta-ban.
So over here on Winky Face, we got Jinzer on the Alarak, B-Train. Over on the Jaina doing his B-Steps, VZ on the Lucio, Full Mango playing, what is that, Abathur? And Brickhouse on Kerrigan. And over on the red side, who do we have?
On the Found Vikings, we've got Contender on the Greymane, PJ Tim on Johanna, Dickie on Blaze, Cyan on the Kael'thas, and Sailor Sky on her main girl, Alex Straza.
And here we go. I'm going to tell you, Winky Face is not going to engage here with the Abby. Early on, you're at an extreme disadvantage. I would be absolutely shocked to see a hard engage out of them.
Yeah, it's just not worth it here in the early game here. This, I know that the fight in mid is the typical starting point to most games, but really no one gets that much value out of it. Even early game kills aren't worth that much in the long run.
No, this is one of the games where First Blood's not as big a deal as it would, say, like in other MOBAs. It's more just for bragging rights in Heroes.
Yep. Already in top lane, see B-Train getting on the sprays there.
Yeah, and they're going to have to... It looks like they're going to leave B-Train top as we check out the middle lane. They understand that they're probably not going to be able to heavily rotate because they are going to be behind. But we do have both teams right at the minute mark on their camps. Well timed. B-Train coming down to help the Anubarak play catch-up. Let's take a look down here. Abby's just kind of body soaking. Oh, Dicky does get away. And there's a stun on Contender, but he's going to be okay to the circle.
Yep, good healing from the Alex Straza. Took a little bit of damage there, but everybody's going to walk away, so still no first blood here.
Not yet. Oh, there's a big... Nope. Everybody's going to be okay, and they're not going to spread. I was a little worried for Contender there for a second. That was a pretty good combo from Brickhouse.
Healing circles from Alex Straza, getting everybody healed up though. So pretty much back to full health.
Yeah, and Ginger's just going to wait. He's like, you know what? It ain't worth it. I'm just going to sit here. Brickhouse is going to back up.
Yeah. I mean, Anubarak by himself, he can go in for that initiation, but, if he has no follow-up, then he's definitely more in danger.
I wonder if Winky Face is going to hold it. Yes, they are. Going to go ahead and get it done and hold.
Mm-hmm.
And this should be about the time. Okay, the Vikings, realizing they had two members off map, have decided to do the support camp here. They're going to get it without Winky Face contesting.
Yep, so definitely going to be at an advantage with those items for this first objective.
And they are not going to do their siege camp, so Winky Face will have pressure there, and the Abby Soak going on bot. So if they can stall this out, they're going to get a lot of value. And they commit Contender up top to deal with the camp. If Winky Face realizes this is the time for them to go in.
Yep, and it looks like you might be right. They've realized they saw the Grey Mane top. They're going in, getting those stuns
Big
off
combo
onto Cyan.
Oh my goodness, he's going to go down. Almost getting out of there.
Kept him alive for such a long time, but in the end it just wasn't quite enough. Sailor Sky popping Dragon Queen, throwing down the heals. Both turrets are down, and Winky Face having to back out. They're pretty low, but it seems like everybody has their tap still up, so they might choose to come back in and try and contest this.
But I think it's worth. You did get the Dragon Queen very early, so when you get on and it's really, they're really fighting at that 99%, they're not going to have that available, and that could tip the scales.
Yeah, if you get one pick, maybe two, and Dragon Queen is down, this could definitely go over in favor of Winky Face here.
Dicky whiffs.
Stun pretty deep in the back line, but getting out. Kerrigan going in with a stuns.
Brickhouse is going to be in some trouble, and that is going to be a dead Queen of Blades.
Oh, chasing down B-Train too, and there goes Jaina. So 2 kills for none in favor of Lost Vikings.
Apparently Dicky wasn't done, and it may cost him his life.
You might be in a little bit of trouble if Lucio and Anubarak can chase him down here, but looks like he's going to slide out at the last second.
No biggie, Contender's driving it, Dicky comes up, and he's like, I got you, fam.
They're taking it top, got a little bit of damage mid there, just enough to get that wall down, and then headed top as is traditional to get that well down in preparation for second objective.
Yeah. And with this much health, they're definitely going to get this front wall if they really want to push all of it. And looks like they are going to go ahead and get it all
Yeah.
down.
They're push their advantage. Dickie's in bot lane, continuing to soak as well. Abathur is up in mid, and a little bit of an almost a level lead now for Found Vikings. I think that push was definitely worth it.
Yeah, it was, and it was an interesting decision when that was going on. Full Mango, the Abby was actually up closer to top lane instead of bottom lane, just kind of like body soaking. I just feel like you miss some soak, but I don't play enough Abby to know that to be factual. And here we go, right on the camps to an invade.
Found Vikings took their turret pretty easily, invading Winky Faces, and Winky Face, I don't know if they realize what's going on yet. They're heading down, but I don't think they're going to make it in time, especially with Kerrigan lagging so far behind. Then it looks like Found Vikings grabs it. And is probably, going to walk away here with both of those turrets.
And I would say with being so close to 10, that's probably going to be... Oh, Sailor's in a little bit of trouble here. If the combo comes out, that could be a dead healer, and that's just what Winky Face needed right there. Now can they get a clean disengage?
Yeah, those double stuns on the Alex were brutal. And yep, 1 kill for none. And now both teams are on a little bit more of even footing. Both teams have picked up their 10s.
Yeah, and it looks like sensing that they can get this burnt before Alex gets here, at least they're hoping, they're going to go ahead and secure this camp for themselves.
Yep, Winky Face is trying to take the healing camp now, although...
Oh, nobody's picked it up. Contender can't pick it up, but PJ Tim's really deep. This is still...
Ginger's getting real low, though. The Lifebinder coming out from Alex Straza onto Greymane. And everybody healed up with Kerrigan down for Winky Face.
And that's unfortunate.
I saw who capped that. PJ Tim. So that did go over to Found Vikings.
That's just unfortunate. They had it cleared, and it looked like Brickhouse was a little bit panicked as people came in and just left it sit there. Not that I've ever experienced that. But life is, life is still good. They're on an even talent tier. They can contest. It is unfortunate they're going to have 3 items against them. But if they pick their spot...
Both teams picked up their siege camps roughly the same time. So both of those are going to be pushing in top lane here. Found Vikings getting on that clear a little bit earlier, so theirs is going to push in a little bit further, although I would think Winky Face clears that before going into engage. Although
Jinzer puts himself out on an island. The Greymane's going to go down
real deep. The Phoenix coming out from Kael'thas. Jenzers has to back out. Kerrigan goes down. Anubarak falls as well. B-Train running for his life with no tank to protect him. And he and Lucio looks like they're going to make it out of there okay. Dragon Queen did get popped though.
Interesting decision. It is not Ultimate Evolution. They have opted for Monstrosity. Let's see what he's going to do with it here. Oh, you missed it if you're trying to kill him back there, buddy. So, the Vikings are going to push their advantage here. And while they're doing that, it looks like Winky Face is content to get turrets. Probably for the sake of defense and just getting him off the board.
Yeah, because Found Vikings are able to pressure keep here even without the Protector. Although we see Monstrosity going to work in bot lane. Interestingly enough, between the fort and the keep, clearing out some of those minions. I guess trying to prep for bigger waves to push in and start doing some work on the wall and towers.
Yeah, this tells me that Winky Face understands they have to play for the late game, and they're trying to use the Abbey to prep the win lane, we'll call it, on this map.
For that cursed third objective.
The bane of most people's... Oh, there's a good flank. But Kael'thas is gonna pop his shield, and the Lifebinder's just a little bit late. But B-Train's gonna fall down as well.
And there goes Kerrigan. Down to the fighting with that with that protector is hard. And even sometimes with the flanks, if the protector lays out enough damage, then it can be a rough one, even with 2 people already inside of it. And Winky Face is down 1 anyway with, because of Abathur, so these have been some tough fights to take. Top keep is down, so there will be constant catapults pressuring Winky Face's core in that top lane.
Meanwhile, Abby is getting a lot of value. He's going to get this well, and that's going to make for an advantageous fight at point number 3 for Winky Face. And now they are coming down to deal with the monstrosity, but it did its job. It got the well.
It did, and that soak helped them get 13, or 13, excuse me. So now they're on even talent tiers, still behind by about a level though. And it looks like Found Vikings are looking to invade Winky Face's turret camp again. Kiku goes out onto the blaze. Dragon Queen popped again. Phoenix on the point. Brickhouse fallen low. Kerrigan is the first to go down. And it looks like once again, Found Vikings are going to successfully steal that turret camp.
Yeah, unfortunately, Anubarak backed out. Kerrigan kind of got left on an island. And if you're playing the Kerrigan, your tank has to be right there with you. If not, you're just going to get melted. And that's what we've seen there.
Found Vikings pushing in on that fort a little bit.
They're trying to get the well.
Yeah, fighting on conveyor belts though is never a good idea, and if I were them, I'd be.
Look at this. That's one slow Dicky. Oh, poor Dicky.
And he does end up falling with the counter kill coming out from Greymane onto Nubarak, and the B steps from B Train, who somehow managed to live. I don't know if anybody saw that. Somehow managed to live through that fight. Ice blocked on the conveyor belt and was able to ride it down away from the worst of the fighting and somehow get away with what looked to be about 20 health maybe.
I would love to see that on Nexus Edge.
Somebody definitely needs to submit one of those clips, or both.
He just fucking on the conveyor belt, can't go anywhere. Oh my gosh.
Oh. And that's exactly why, even though that wasn't on that 3rd objective, that's the reason why I hate that 3rd objective points, because of those dang conveyor belts.
Nubarak's going to be a little late here. They better hope they don't get jumped. They're squish. Alright. Jinzer is on one side, everybody else is on the other, so they're going to have to try to reset this fight. Instead, looks like they're going to concede the turret, soak some lanes, try to get 16.
Yeah, it looks like Winky Face should have 16 here without any issues, so they will be on even talent tiers for 3rd objective. This, as we have seen so many times before, could be the one that decides the entire game.
It absolutely could be. So we got an even talent tier fight on bottom. What is it? Items definitely in favor of the Vikings here.
Yep, it looks like they are starting to rotate down to point C.
Oh, no, they are going to let them get the early soak, and they're going to come over here and get this camp and generate some pressure.
Yeah, an interesting invade from Winky Face here.
But look for the Vikings as soon as they realize their location to try to go up, I bet, and get the turret. Nope, they are content just to have Dicky out there, and they're going to keep 4 on the point.
Playing it safe for now, probably realizing how much of a death trap this 3rd objective can be. But to see if they continue to hang out on point, or if when they see Winky Face starting to come down into lane, if they decide to take the fight off the point and out into bot lane to try and avoid a repeat performance of the conveyor belts from earlier.
Oh, these conveyor belts. They're the bane of my existence.
You and me both. I hear ya. But it looks like they are staying on point, gonna force Winky Face to attempt to bring the fight to them. Anubarak cocoons Blaze out in lane, then dives in onto the point, but Jenzer's falling.
They are selling out for Cyan. The Lifefinder is not gonna come out yet.
Nope, but Dragon Queen does get popped.
There's a Lifefinder. 1, 2, 3.
dead for Winky Face, and then E-Train stuck on those conveyor belts, only able to get off, you know, maybe 2 or 3 beast Fs before dying. And another protector for the Found Vikings. I mean, I would definitely say that those conveyor belts are the worst to fight against, and it definitely played against Winky Face there.
Well, they did. The Vikings got your second favorite kind of kill, right? A quad kill.
Quad kill. Almost the best kind of kill.
So it was. It's not over yet, but it could be, because that's
gonna have to pull out some serious defense here to keep that protector from walking right up to their core and just punching it to death. Because it's still fairly healthy, sitting at just under 70%, and still 40 seconds left to go. Found Vikings choosing to keep up the pressure. They're pushing in here. Jaina getting caught out a little bit. She does fall, so now, you know, between the Abathur and the Jaina death, Winky Face is down to 3 people fighting here. Cocoon going out onto Greymane. Lifebinder is going to save Sailor Sky's life, and then Bunker coming out from PJ Tim, or from Dicky, excuse me. But we do see 2 members of Winky Face down, 3 members of Winky Face down. Oh, another quad kill. Abathur, the only one still left alive, and that protector is just pummeling away at the core. Game 1 in favor of the Found Vikings. GG.
GG indeed.
It's the curse of third objective point, I'm telling you.
Well, it could be. Interesting strategy, I will say, to opt for monstrosity. I guess they were hoping to create enough pressure,
and maybe just trying to avoid the clone altogether because of Lucio.
It could be. Let's take a look here at the stats. Abby definitely got a lot of siege damage and a ton of soak. Greymane putting in work, 9 and 0. And Sailor, almost 70 versus 40k healing. I mean, that kind of disparity on the healing is kind of hard to overcome. Plus, when you take that and put a bunker in the mix also, that's a big ask.
Yep. Definitely a little bit of a rough one for Winky Face there, but they've still got 2 more games to show the Found Vikings what they've got.
And while we wait on the lobby, I'm going to put up the BRB screen. We will be right back, everybody. Maybe I'm going to put it up. There we go. Okay, we are back. The lobby is set. The pick is in as we take a look. Winky Face opting for first pick again. Interesting choice.
All right. Just got in game myself, and so we're going to Infernal Shrines. So, once again, the Found Vikings pick.
Very interested. They must really value the first pick here. Like I said, they really need to at least get a map win tonight to stay in the playoff hunt, I think. Now, my math's not always perfect, but a 2-0 is going to make this... They're going to have... Winky Face is going to have a lot of things happen right to make the playoffs.
And I'm wondering if they're deciding on this first pick to kind of treat it as almost an extra ban against the Found Vikings. You know, if they can get those 2 bans in first round and then also have first pick, they could potentially take away a contested hero from the Found Vikings. So I'm wondering if that's their thought process behind having the first hero pick instead of map pick.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. It's been done before. I mean, teams have banned, and then you take the strength, what you feel is the strength of the other team with your first pick. That could be the strategy. Or maybe they got something really special here lined up.
Maybe they just really like having first pick.
Or it could be that. It could be that they like first pick. Who doesn't like first pick? Speaking of picks, I am trying to trade you for a 3rd round pick. You know that, right?
I know, I did see that. If anyone needs a support player for next season, please DM me. I am available apparently.
No, you got to DM the captain. He's asking for a 3rd round pick. No. I wouldn't trade you. I wouldn't trade you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Those of you that just joined us, the Vikings did take the first map, Volskaya, a map they picked. And Winky Face opts for a first pick again, giving the map pick. And they're going to a very comfortable map, we'll say. Another very comfortable map for the Vikings. And I'm starting to wonder what... looking to secure first place. Yeah. I figure, you know, looking to secure it. That's what you're doing.
I mean, Infernal Shrines is another good Alex map. So, I don't know. Maybe they're looking, you know, hoping Alex will get let through in bans again and they can play her here on one of her best maps and hopefully, you know, secure themselves another win.
Well, the thing is, I don't know, out of all the games I've seen of Winky Face, I don't know that I've ever seen them play Alex.
I don't believe I have either. That doesn't mean it can't happen, obviously. But I don't remember that I've seen that either from them off the top of my head.
What do you... Oh.
Discussing bans amongst themselves.
There it is.
That's what I was expecting to see that first game, and am unsurprised to see this game. Between how good Sky is with her, and, you know, like I said, this being like arguably her best map, that doesn't surprise me, not one bit.
And probably Gul'dan here, I'm gonna guess. It's B-Train's best mage. Nope.
Oh, Zeratul ban again.
Interesting. Maybe it's because they know they have a high-level Abby player, and I mean, it's like 240 level Abby, and they don't want to double Zera. And they're not worried about the Abby per se, they're more worried about a double Zeratul, so you take that out of the equation instead of the Abathur, is my guess.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not sure who on the side of Winky Face plays Zeratul.
Oh,
But-
chat has spoken. They say nobody wants you. I'm gonna have to lower the asking price.
Oh, I know who that is. You shut your mouth, Mega. Go away. Oh, it looks like B-Train is the one who plays the Zera, so getting target banned with both the Zeratul and the Chen there. Monkey Face deciding they don't want to let
Gul'dan.
Found Vikings have that Alex Kel'Thas combo again, and I
But the
don't blame them.
Gul'dan is gonna get to the next round.
And
Stukov.
Monkey Face taking away Stukov from Sky. I'm not surprised. That's what I thought maybe they were gonna do is, ban out 2 of their best heroes and then take another one of them. So Sky's gonna pick up Anna instead.
She's no slouch on Anna either, but I think she's more comfortable on the Alex and the Stukov. And PJ Tim is picking up the Diablo. This is, I think, his second best map.
Definitely good on this map, and we've seen PJ Tim play Diablo before. Definitely seems to be one of his comfort picks, I think, as far as tanks go.
Okay, so Tyrael Blaze not wanting the APOC combustion combo with a cage behind it, which the Vikings like to do. They decide, we'll just take the Blaze, we'll take that one out of the equation, and we'll take Saint just in case you want to get cute. I do like those picks.
I mean, and again, by taking that Blaze, they are preventing Dicky from having him. They're taking things away from the Found Vikings without, or in addition to their bans.
B-Train doing a little bit of recruiting, saying that this team lets you live your Tyrael dreams. Heck, you know what, B-Train? I may have to hit you up. I've been wanting to play Tyrael all season, and they won't let me do it.
So now you're going to trade yourself away instead of me. I see what's happening.
I may have to. I love playing Tyrael.
Just have to let Hoedown know that there are other teams out there who will let you play Tyrael, so he should be sure not to let you get away.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I'm going to Winky Face, Hoedown. I can't take this no more. I'm going where my Tyrael's respected. But seriously, I think you're going to see... Yeah, that's... I figured it was going to be Rain or Alarak. I just didn't have time to say it. I was too busy being goofy.
Yeah, the Alarak pick is definitely a comfort one for Contender, and again, not surprised by that, since this is a pretty good map for him.
Jaina... B-Train will get Jaina here. And I don't know enough about Brickhouse's hero pool. Okay, he's going to take... And a Junkrat. Well, I got that totally wrong.
Junkrat, okay. Alright, so they're going to have a lot of poke with the Junkrat. Waiting to see what Dicky's pick is going to be here. Maev banned away from Contender. And the Gul'dan actually banned away from B-Train as well. So... those last two bans there, and wait. Oh, Dahaka from Dicky.
The Vikings are killing me. They're killing me. Now I got to say Dicky with the licky.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's time to copy Weenus and Slexia here. We're gonna see the Dicky Licky again.
The Dicky licky. Oh my goodness, they're killing me. I don't know if I can say it with a straight face.
Oh, chat saying the draft screen was not showing on stream.
Oh, so. Crud. My bad.
Well, at least caught it before we got into the game, though.
Oh my goodness. I was too busy chit-chatting and having a good time. I forgot to transition. This has not been my day with OBS, Born. Not been my day at all.
So a little bit of a secret, we may or may not be riding the struggle bus today, but it's okay. We'll get it switched over for the game, and we should be good to go from there.
Besides, we commentated the draft. It's much more fun when we're just telling you what gets picked. B-Train is going to get the Greymane. Jinzer's going to play Tyrael, a team that lets Tyrael be played. VZ on the Stukov Brickhouse is going to be on Junkrat and Fool. Mango on Blaze.
Lots of B steps. And then over on the side of the Vikings, we've got Sailor Sky on the Ana, Dicky on Dahaka, Cyan on Raynor, PJ Tim on Diablo, and Contender on his Alarak. So, good luck to both teams.
Here we go. I look for a really hard engage. I want PJ Tim to sell out. You got Diablo.
I mean, we just had the discussion last game, though, about how these, this initial fight here in mid doesn't really mean anything, doesn't really matter.
But you got Diablo.
Yeah, you got Diablo. He can dive in and be the first one to die here in mid.
But PJ, baby, you gotta get a better skin.
I don't know, I kind of like that one. But we see Found Vikings already rotating into bot. They're getting the rotations down early, trying to get souls for Diablo. Keep up with that soak.
I guess that skin's okay, but I'm a Diablo 3 kind of guy.
No.
They leave the Junkrat down. I guess that could generate a little bit of an advantage because it is cleared, and Contender just missed one. It looked like that's no big deal.
Yeah, it's not going to be too much of a disadvantage, and both teams already on their bottom siege camps. We saw this on the last map in the beginning of the game. They were pretty evenly matched as far as their camp timings and such. So I don't know that we're going to see any spicy early game invades from either side here.
Well, now that they're a little bit behind here, Winky Face. Nope. The Vikings are going to stay here. I thought they would go down, realizing they had a slight lead in the rotation, and try to take bottom camp, but they decided to stay here.
And the Junkrat's still soaking bot. PJ Tim did manage to flip the Tyrael, but obviously he was able to walk away without too much issue. And the camp almost cleared for Winky Face. So so many B steps.
So
many B steps. I mean, B Train wants to solidify his position as the B step king of Division C. So we'll have to see how that turns out on the stats when they get posted next week.
I'm gonna call that fight mid a win for Winky Face. Brickhouse got a whole wave through without the Vikings coming down. Although it doesn't really matter, they still have the lead. But
yeah, but Winky Face is gonna take that bot camp, which will put additional pressure and give them a little bit of additional XP as well. Found Vikings have already rotated up and started heading towards objective.
let's see, they're gonna go ahead and clear out another wave. Look for them to probably just, I don't know, it's arcane. Maybe they're gonna, yeah. The first one's weak. They say,
Bruiser.
you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and take structure here. The first one's not that great, and we're gonna get more value with this behind us. So
They're gonna have to be careful though. Found Vikings with that Punisher and that camp pushing at top. I mean, that could be a formidable force.
it could be, but I kind of like this call. Let's take a look. Well, the Vikings say, if you're gonna do it, so are we. And they go ahead and start beating down on this wall. Wouldn't it be awesome?
PJ Tim did manage to flip over full mango there, but as of right now, he's still up and functioning. Winky Face does take bot fort and pushing in and trying to get a little bit of pressure on those keep towers and wall.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like this.
Forcing Found Vikings to back off objective, and they're actually being to try and go defend, even though they were at 39 out of 40 on objective.
That was, I kind of like the call there. Definitely bought them time.
I wasn't quite sure at first that was going to be worth it, especially with that additional camp pressure top, but it looks like it was. All the Found Vikings are going to have to do is come in and take one more one more shrine minion and they'll have it. But I mean, it did put Winky Face ahead by almost an entire level in XP.
Right, and knowing that they're really not going to win this, they're just kind of, I think, acting like they have. Oh, Mango.
Little
You
late to
shall
rotate,
not
Mango.
pass.
Yep, got wallbanged and stunned, stuck in that silence, and now split from his team. I don't know that he is going to make it out of there. Nope. And that's first blood. First blood for the Found Vikings.
Well, PJ Tim made Gandalf proud, right?
You shall not pass. He said, not today.
Material, he's going to be alright. El Druin's out. No big deal.
Taking the jump from the Punisher, from John Cena, as Found Vikings finish up grabbing that fort. Still about a half level behind Winky Face. They're continuing to push in here. But I don't know that they're going to be able to do much more than
they're displacing them. PJ Tim. Oh no, help me.
Oh, that wall is down. Is he gonna make it out? Oh, gonna make it out with just about 800 health, it looked like.
But the Jimmy's not going to make it, and it's all for naught. That's going to be a soul reset on Diablo, and the strategy from Winky Face pays off.
Definitely, they're almost at 10s. They've got those additional kills, and they are still chasing. But it looks like the rest of Found Vikings is going to make it out of there okay. They're going to pick up 10s here in just a second, so they're going to have the lead here for a little while, as the Found Vikings is still about a half level behind them. So if I were them, I would try and get out as much map pressure as I can and push those lanes as much as I can.
This could be big. Dicky used Burrow to go down instead of just walking. This could delay. Well, I guess it's not a big deal. The objective's bottom. So I guess it's worth the burn. Jinzer's gonna, I'm just gonna check this because, I'm Tyrael and I explode and...
Went in by himself, got blown up, then did some blowing up himself on that camp, helped to get each of the guys down to about half health here. Cyan dropping Hyperion, so they're gonna try and get as much siege as they can here, soften up that bot fort for bot objective. Camp's already down though. They're opting to back out a little bit. They don't have any minions with them instead of putting more pressure on at this moment.
While we got a moment here, we have Go for the Throat on the Grey Mane, Combustion on the Blaze, Sanctification on Tyrael, the Swipe and Riptire for Junkrat.
Found Vikings did take Counter-Strike on Alarak. Raynor, as we saw, took Hyperion, APOC from Diablo, Nano Boost from Anna, and Isolation from Dicky on the Dahaka.
So they're going to take the Blaze, Cindy Min, pop Combustion, and hope B-Train can kill something when all that damage goes out. Maybe try to stack a Riptire on top of all that.
Yeah.
And Anna's not going to be able to handle that much damage coming out at once.
No, even with the burst from her W, that's what she's been talenting into. Even with that much damage from all that dropped at once is going to be too much. So both teams kind of starting to posture here for the bottom objective.
But if you're Winky Face right now, you're just looking to kind of buy some time. Your Blaze is clearing, trying to get you 13. You want to get as many minions as you can, hit 13, and then hard engage. But B-Train could be in some serious trouble here. The Sank goes down, but he stepped out of the Sank.
Right into silence.
Oh
the
my
heals
goodness.
coming out at the last minute from Stukov, but there's the Dicky Licky to copy a phrase.
How in the world is B-Train alive? But
Stukov is gonna fall instead, dying for Greymane's sins. Oh my goodness. I'm amazed he made it out of there okay.
Yeah, I mean, the Sank went down, B-Train walked out of it, exposed himself to a sleep dart, and then he goes back into the Sank for the rest of the duration. As soon as he comes out, Dickie says, you know what? Have a silence, my friend. And somehow he still lived.
Still walked out of there. But Vikings once again getting that Punisher. And there's the combustion from Blaze, but unfortunately no follow-up, and he is going to get pulled by the Alarak, falling low,
Oh my
but
goodness.
able to dive out of range of the Found Vikings. So he is going to make it out of there alive with just a little bit of health left. And Bot Fort going to fall pretty easily to John Cena.
Yeah. Maybe a tower. 2 at the most. And they're going to get 1 tower. Now this is a fight I guess you could take. I don't know if it's... Oh, Holy Ground. That put PJ Tim on an island. That could be big.
Dahaka is top, and they know this. I mean, even if he has burrow up, it's going to take him a minute to get here, so they're probably hoping to capitalize on that. And they do. Diablo falls on a right into the silence, also goes down. And Dahaka just kind of making his way down to mid, says, you know what, it's not worth it to try and get all the way to bot.
A slight misplay by the Tyrael there, I think. Dropping Sanked when they clearly had the fight. Like, the fight's going on here. Oh, crap. But the Saint drops there.
Yeah, maybe just trying to solidify those kills, guarantee it. Regardless, it'll be up for next objective. So I don't think that was too much of an issue, burning that there.
Well, considering it's almost the same timer as APOC, I guess it's not that big a deal. They should both be available, but it's just like if they had Sank here and got an opportunity, they could force a fight. But right now, they gotta be a little more cautious and kind of wait.
Yeah. Diablo working on building his souls back up, sitting at about 76 right now, so they're going to want to be rotating, clearing these lanes, and getting him as many souls as possible right now, so he is stacked when the next objective phase pops.
I'm going to assume Winky Face, knowing that they don't see the Vikes on the map, had to at least have a clue that's where they were.
At their bruiser camp. So they're kind of a little bit aggressively positioned, I guess.
They're trying to force their 16, but the Vikings are doing a really good job of not letting them do that.
Yep. Oh, full
Mango
diving in pretty deep on Blaze there. Doesn't get punished for it though. Vikings realizing that they're not 16 yet, probably don't want a full-fledged engage. And like you said, they're doing the smart thing and trying to avoid this engagement instead of going for it.
While they're clearing mid, Winky Face is going to go ahead and get their camp out here. And it looks like they're going to send Brickhouse up to clear it out. Not going to get a ton of value out of this since the objective is top. But some pressure is better than no pressure.
Okay. So Winky Face taking their camp. Yep, clearing Found Vikings.
An aggressive rotation by B-Train.
Yep. And there's the danger ping. Okay.
Another...
Oh, PJ Tim getting the flip on Genters there. Tyrael kind of a little bit off from his team. There comes the APOC. Oh, and the stuns come out. Hyperion from Rainer. Big silence from Stukov there.
Oh my goodness. Diablo gets a soul reset here. Can they get out of the Hyperion? Yes, they do. Dickie gets licked.
Winky Face pretty low. Found Vikings got them on the run here. Looks like they are going to choose to back out and kind of reset, even with Found Vikings down Diablo.
But again, the fight is happening there. That's where the damage is coming, and the Sank drops there. So,
yeah.
A little curious about some of these Sanks, but they are surviving.
Yep, possibly looking for that re-engage here before the Found Vikings can manage to get to their 40. But they're gonna have to make something happen real quick here if they want to prevent this. E-Train getting pulled. Oh, another big silence from Stukov and the root combustion coming out from Blaze.
Dead Diablo.
And Diablo goes down once again. That is a full
Dead
death, no souls.
Contender and B-Train duking it out, mano y mano.
B-Train getting out of there with like 100 or 200 health. The disengage from Stukov. Blaze is pretty low too.
VZ's gonna have to accept death here.
Although it looks like, you know, he dies so that Greymane and Blaze can make it out. But once again, another Punisher for Found Vikings. Oh gosh. Less than 50 health left on the Blaze there, but he waltzes away. Hyperion going out from Raynor, so they're definitely going to make sure they secure this keep here at top. And my guess is that they're going to keep pushing. Stukov is still down for another 15 seconds. And they're going to try and push their advantage here. Oh. Or I could be wrong. Could be deciding to play it safe and back out.
They're going to... Oh, Tyrael.
Yep. Silences are messing with him. Riptire from Brickhouse. Trying to get that contender. Pops the unstoppable, gets chased down, and does end up falling. We see the sanctification, combustion.
There's a good sanct.
That is another dead Diablo. Sailor Sky getting chased down as well. Cyan falling low.
If they lose Cyan here, look for Winky Face to go straight bottom.
But Cyan is going to make it out of there. Tyrael does have to back.
Take a look down here.
And it looks like Winky Face is going to use the little bit of a break they earned themselves here. They're going to take camps. We see Found Vikings grabbing their bruiser camp up at top so it can't be stolen away from them. But yeah, if I'm Winky Face here, I'm looking to get all the map pressure I can.
They've opted to take mid lane here, which is a good call if they can get it down and they manage to get a 20 versus 19 fight.
Blaze did get licked and pulled in by the Dahaka there. Able to dash away, and they are going to secure that that mid fort. And looks like they're headed bot to grab that camp now. Although they're going to have to be aware of top. They don't have a keep there anymore, and Found Vikings camp is marching slowly but steadily towards their core. Winky Face rotating up after capping bot camp, heading over to their own siege camp. So painting the bottom half of the map blue there, and it looks like not paying any attention to that camp up at top, going in on Found Vikings. Looking for an engage here.
Ginger's going to be silenced. They're going to try to get the 2019 fight right now if the Vikings will give it, but it doesn't look like they're going to give it. They're going to back out.
Yep, Vikings have shown a pretty good awareness, you know, of the differences in talent tiers. You know, they've backed out when appropriate and made sure not to take any bad engagements. We do see Junkrat finally going back to address
there we go.
Push at core. Yeah, that was making me nervous. I'm not even playing and I was getting nervous. So Winky Face already postured and set up now for objective.
They have a place to retreat. The Vikings do not. So this could be huge.
Yep, that is an advantage. For them, Diablo still doesn't have all of his souls. The stun out from Blaze. Riptire coming out pretty early from Junkrat, but he is going to get stunned by the APOC. Invulnerable or Sanctification already been popped.
Oh!
Material getting pulled and silenced.
But did they get... Okay, so tank for tank.
Tank for tank. They get that counter kill onto the Diablo. Dahaka may be looking to grab somebody here, but not quite.
I'm going to give the advantage here to Winky Face because Blaze is a little bit better. Oh my goodness gracious.
silence.
Counter
The
strike.
Hunter goes down.
3 for 2.
3 for 2, but Winky Face is pretty low. And they no longer have
we're gonna get a.
Oh. Cyan and Sailor Sky just making it out of there. So with that, Winky Face is gonna secure themselves their first Punisher
And
of the
it's
game.
an arcane, a late game arcane Punisher.
Ooh.
This could be problematic.
This could be problematic for the Found Vikings because they don't even have that mid fort there anymore. So this is going to go straight for keep. And this late in the game, these Punishers do some damage.
Well,
Okay.
they don't have their healer here. They're probably going to be content to get this keep.
Yeah, Punisher's already down to about a third health. They did get the keep, choosing to back out. Found Vikings finishing up that defense. And Winky Face choosing to once again keep up that map pressure by taking those camps.
Probably to the neutral. Looks like they're coming to the neutral camp next.
Yep.
Time to
Take
paint
that.
the map blue.
Yep.
That fight for that Punisher was the slimmest of margins. Oh my goodness.
It was well played for sure on the part of Winky Face.
And
Oh, and they are posturing at their camp. They kind of sniffed out that invade from the Found Vikings, giving it over, letting them have it for now. But Blaze does get pulled in by Dicky right into a silence, but a counter silence getting put down by Stukov. Blaze looks like he is going to make it
Ava.
out of there. Oh,
Oh,
but the
great sync right
sanctification-
there.
Perfect. That one was on point. Blaze does end up dying though. Genzers might not be far behind. Found Vikings are giving chase, but looks like Winky Face is going to make it out of here for the moment.
So 1 for nothing.
Okay. Yeah, that was
Could have been
that was
worse.
a smart invade for Found Vikings. You know, they secured that camp for themselves, took it away from Winky Face, and they even got a kill in the process. So now they're going to be able to take this this mid fort without any sort of no defense from Winky Face. So they're counter pushing, getting map pressure of their own.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, Dicky.
Bumped over the wall there, but is gonna survive. Continue to fight. Gets a pull on Tyrael, who then gets slammed by Diablo.
He's gonna be okay.
And, yeah, getting out of there. Found Vikings choosing not to
B-Train's
chase.
gonna. Oh my goodness.
And-
Junkrat almost
Oh.
saved you. But,
Yep.
oh,
Big combustion coming out from Blaze.
this
Alarak
could be
is the
some
first
trouble
fall.
here. That's gonna be.
It is 2 for 1 right now. Stun going out into Diablo. He falls 2. That is 3 for 1 in
soul
favor of Winky
reset.
Face. And they've got a camp pushing bot there. Oh, almost gone though. Objective spawning top. Nothing to defend in mid. I don't know. They're looking like they're going to be posturing for that objective, but
Nope,
they're
they
going to
just.
choose to do that
clear
instead of
bottom.
try and put core pressure.
So the Vikings are going to clear bottom. I think they're going to have to concede this, and this position where this Punisher is couldn't be better for Winky Face. It's going to allow them to keep pressure off their core while getting the objective monkeys here.
Yep. Although, this is the only lane left for the Found Vikings on this map that has 2 structures, so they are going to have to get that Punisher through 2 structures before they can even begin to think about putting any pressure on core.
It's gonna be a 24-minute Punisher. It's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna do some work. But I don't know if they're gonna try and end here. Found Vikings getting their bruiser camp out here to get a little bit of help with that counter push, the defense. Punisher already going in. Winky Face trying to flank. We see Tyrael especially coming in pretty far behind there.
There's a stun by John Cena and another stun on PJ Tim. That is going to be a dead Lord of Terror. And it looks like
oh, the silence.
Dahaka's not going to be able to evolve through that.
Nope. I mean, that silence and brute combo, pretty brutal. Punisher still at about a third health here.
Cyan takes a ton of damage. B-Train smelling blood. Oh, that is going to be a dead Rainer.
Gets a third kill here, and even without the Punisher, they're probably going to be able to take this keep, or they could just waltz right past it. They're going to just say heck with it and try and push core here. They've got their full 5-man team. 3 dead on the side of the Found Vikings.
Oh my goodness.
Big silence though going out onto Stukov. He does fall. Genzer's getting low, but if they can just keep up this core pressure, you know,
they
they've
do
still
have
got
Greymane on the core. Oh my goodness. Trait
oh
value, trait value.
Oh!
Oh!
And they managed to pull it off with only 3 left alive. Oh my gosh.
So
I was getting real worried for them there when they started falling. There was still, you know, about a third health left on the core. I was like, oh no, are they going to be able to make this? But they did. But they did.
Holy moly. Awesome. Junkrat putting in work. Goodness gracious.
Great late game play by Winky Face. Even though they didn't manage to get the first, you know, 3 objectives, they were able to come back in the late game and make this game theirs.
Yep. And the blaze, the combustion, it just, the rip tire, it was just too much, I think, for the Yana to keep everybody up. Late game. Pick, pick. Oh, we're not looking for picks. What a noob. I'm looking to set wins. On both counts. Give Winky Face their
so we are going to get to move on to game 3 in the series.
Oh wow, that is a quick lobby.
Yep. All right, then we'll
Spider Queen.
Tomb of the Spider Queen.
So 1-1. That last game, I tell you that I liked the strategy early on, realizing the first Punisher's not going to do a whole lot, and they just pushed.
Yeah, that was a smart play from Winky Face. I think I said earlier, you know, I wasn't convinced at first that that was the right call. I was concerned that they were ignoring too much push top, but it definitely paid off for them for sure.
And the Vikings picked the map here.
Okay, and they chose to take us to spiders.
Let me get this updated for everybody. There we go.
Okay.
All right, the adrenaline's pumping. Got a game 3. That's what you always want. You always want to see the game 3. Winky Face came out with a really good strat, a late game strat. It took a little while for it to totally take hold, but once it did, my goodness.
Yep. They definitely gave it their all that game, and it paid off for sure. This is going to be a fantastic last game to see who can clinch the round here.
If Winky Face can do this, it's going to go a long way to helping them secure a playoff spot. And here's the thing you have to worry about if you're the Vikings. If Winky Face does this, they are probably going to end up the 8th seed, and the Vikings, barring a catastrophic, unforeseen, what have you, are probably going to be the 1st seed. You're going to get a first round rematch in the playoff with an 8 that would have beat a 1. Not that that's going to happen. I'm just saying if that happens, potentially that could be a round matchup, and whoo, what a matchup that will be.
Yep, I mean, it could happen. I think there was a team last season of NGS, I believe. I forget which division, but the eighth seed did take out the first seed um, in playoffs. So it's not unheard of. We'll have to see what the result is here for game 3.
I'm just saying, the way this series has gone, that would be a great first round matchup. I would like to see it
Oh,
again.
absolutely. I think we'd both like to see it and would both like to cast it.
I don't know if my heart can take it.
Come on, Bill. You got to get that adrenaline pumping, like you said. Get that excitement going. It's going to be playoffs. I am really excited. We've had some great matches here in Division C, and it has been so close that I can't wait to see where playoffs takes us.
I'm telling you, all these matches have been close. Almost all the matches have been close. So, regardless of the seed you go in, everybody has to be worried they're going to get beat. You're not going to be safe just because you're the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, whatever. Mm-hmm. The toughest match will be the 4-5 will probably be the toughest match out of all of them.
Yeah, we've definitely seen some great play from these teams. Teams that maybe didn't do as well at the beginning of the season have kind of found their stride. So, like you said, just because you're 8th or 7th seed, that doesn't mean anything. A lot of these teams are very close in skill level, which is exactly what you want in a league like NGS. We want these teams to all be close in skill level and having these close, good games. So this is definitely an ideal.
So what you're saying is you guys are trying to use the NFL model of parity, where one season the team might be strong and the next season they might be weak.
I don't speak sports ball,
oh.
but that doesn't mean much to me, unfortunately. Never was a sports ball person.
Well, the NFL, the way the league is, one day you may be, or 1 year you may be top, and the next year you could be the cellar dweller, just because the way the league's designed for parity and stuff. One pick, one free agent changes the whole landscape of the league at times. But
NGS isn't modeling after that, but we're just trying to give everybody the best competitive experience they can have.
No Alex.
Nope. I usually don't see her picked too much on this map, but
no Chen.
Definitely doesn't want to mess with that. Yeah, and Vikings don't want to give B-Train his Chen. They definitely don't want to have to deal with that.
No Maiev. Maiev will be banned here. Maiev actually does offer good gank potential. Changing fights, I will be surprised if Maiev's not the ban.
Yep.
There you go.
Called it.
And then Gul'dan or Zeratul here. It'll be one of those two. Yep. This is wave dependent. B-Train is known for playing a pretty good Gul'dan. This is a strong Gul'dan map. I don't think you let it through if you're the Vikings.
No, he's too good, when fighting for objective or having to clear the spiders. So I definitely don't think I'd let him through here.
Instead, they let they banned the Zeratul and let Gul'dan through.
Yep. And just to double check, we did switch over to draft screen this time.
Oh my gosh, you made me. I was like, yeah, I thought so, but give me a heart attack. Yeah. Yeah,
just
we
trying
got
to get
it this
ahead
time.
Of the chat. All right.
We are good. No noobs here.
Easy taking Stukov again, so once more preventing Sailor Sky from having her two
getting
best
trolled.
Healers. Taking Ana again.
We're getting trolled. Contender on Kael'thas. We're getting trolled, right?
What?
Yeah, the last Viking game I did, Contender, well, there was one he ended up playing Jaina. And I was like,
interesting.
I'm getting trolled.
I would say we're going to see a swap here, but that was completely open for Cyan to take. They're getting spicy, mixing it up here.
Johanna, I like Johanna on this map, and Raynor. Johanna offers so much in the ability of lane control, extra wave clear, and she's just overall a great tank on this map.
Absolutely. I agree. That was definitely a smart pick on their part. And they took Raynor away from Found Vikings again, and there's the Gul'dan ban. Not letting B-Train have either of those heroes once again.
Aren't
Actually,
all
I think
three
all
of those bans of
I was gonna
V3?
say, wait a minute. All three of those. He is getting targeted tonight.
And they
Nice.
banned the Blaze. That's, yeah, I like that because they would probably take it here, and you don't want to deal with that combustion. Both these teams like running combustion.
No, and you can take Dahaka on this map, but he doesn't get quite as much value here. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're trying to force Dicky into
Now,
a
the
different
Vikings have done it before
offlaner.
when we cast them, remember?
That's true, but we're gonna see offlane Arthas this time.
Interesting. The Arthas, to me, the Arthas is trying to dissuade a Grey Mane pick from B-Train. I think that's the goal here behind the Arthas is like, you know what, go ahead and pick your Grey Mane now, we have Arthas.
It's possible. They could also be trying to pair that maybe Sindragosa with the spiders to push. And we're gonna see B-Train on Zul'jin and Full Mango taking Ragnaros. I don't think I've
B-Train-
seen Ragnaros played in Division C as of yet.
Yeah, Mango's played it before.
Okay.
We've seen
I
it
somehow missed
firsthand.
Did he take Ragnaros in our match?
Yes, he did.
How quickly I forget.
So
My bad.
B-Train's
But-
probably going to go up to contender, and we did get trolled. B-Train's going to go up to contender and go, you want axe?
I've seen him play Zul'jin before. I have actually played in-game with B-Train's Zul'jin, and it is not to be taken lightly.
All right, game 3. For all the marbles here, Born, who do you like?
Oh, that's such a tough choice here. Oh my goodness, these teams have clearly shown that they are, they're both ready to come out of the gate swinging here. They're both fighting for this game win. I liked the play I saw from Winky Face last game. They're on Stukov again. They got Johanna on this map. I think I'm gonna have to go with Winky Face here.
I am actually.
Momentum. If they can keep up their momentum from last game, this could be their victory.
It very well could be. We got Jinzer on Johanna, Brickhouse on Raynor, VZ on the Stukov, Full Mango on Ragnaros, and B-Train on Zul'jin.
And over on the side of the Vikings, we got PJ Tim on Diablo, Cyan on Asmodan, Contender instead on that Kael'thas, Dicky on Arthas, and Sailor Sky once more on Ana.
Born, you're not going to believe what I'm about to say.
Uh-oh. What am I about to hear?
And Hoedown's probably going to hate me for what I'm about to say. I agree with you.
Oh no, someone agreeing with Born. It's the end of times.
I agree that I think I like Winky Face in this.
Like I said, if they've got a solid draft and they can keep up that momentum from last game, this could be their victory. We'll have to see how it plays out.
I'm going to go ahead and take a look at our solo laners here real quick. Early on, I think Arthas will be able to control this, but as the game progresses, Arthas is not going to have a good time. Oh my goodness, Jinzer, you went so deep.
But you can do that on Johanna a little bit better than on some other tanks. She walks away from most things and says, "What? I'm Johanna. You can't kill me."
Yeah, the crusade marches on.
She's my favorite tank to play for this reason when I do have to tank, because it's incredibly hard to kill her.
She is, I will say, Johanna's probably the most forgiving warrior to play. And here we go. They are going to have a slight wave clear advantage, are the Vikings. And check down here on the solo lane again, and yep, Full Mango is just going to have to play against that tower for a little while as he's building power. But here we go. Looks like the Winky Face is starting to catch up a little bit. They sent B-Trade down to back the Arthas off. And he's going to clear mid here. Jinzer's probably going to clear these two. And B-Train's going to try to sneak some in.
Both teams hitting 4 at just about the same time. They're roughly even on their soak and everything here so far.
Jinzer, it was a little early with that Iron Skin. If PJ Tim had got a hold of him, whew, that would not have been good.
Wouldn't have been able to walk out of that, but for now, still alive to fight another day.
Looking at these comps, I think Winky Face has to win early and keep their foot on the gas, because scale-wise, the Vikings, I think, are going to scale harder as this game goes on.
Asmodan in particular, if you let him get his stacks, you know, late game, he hurts. And on a small map like this where it's easy to rotate between lanes, you know, it's going to be a lot easier than it would be on other maps for him to get those stacks.
The Lord of Terror is going to be fine.
Okay, found Vikings hitting 6 just a little bit before Winky Face here, but I don't think it's going to be enough to throw anything out of balance.
Looks like PJ's going to get 24 in bot. I just realized there's a whole lot of Power of Hell over on the side of the Vikings. Lord of Terror.
Between Diablo and Asmodan.
And then you got the fire with the Kael'thas. Mix in a little bit of ice, some poison from the Ana. Uh-oh. Oh, Brickhouse just kept B-Train from getting flipped right there, I think. Oh, spreading the bomb.
B-Train falling real low there. Almost got taken out by the Asmodan Q, but survived. Walked away. No deaths on either side yet. Still no first blood. Found Vikings got 7s just a little bit earlier, but now Winky Face are picking up theirs as well. Both teams have turn-in, so it's going to be just a matter of who can get those gems in first.
Winky Face.
Ooh, Winky Face manages to sneak in those last few they need, and they're going to get the first round of spiders here.
They're already mid. They're probably going to go prioritize top. They are.
That is, you know, boss lane, so makes for a good win condition on this map. Most teams do choose to pressure that lane.
The spiders, I think, will mostly... Oh, big lift. Be careful, Jinzer. The wall's... Okay, now you can play more, guys. While the wall's still up, you don't want to... You don't want to be that guy.
Silence going down from Stukov to kind of zone Vikings out a little bit, let that spider push in a bit more. They're going to get the well here. I don't know if they're going to be able to take this top fort.
No, I think they're going to have to be content with that's what they got. And they got bottom front wall, top front wall, and because of the bruiser camp, they didn't really get any value mid. So 2 front walls, not terrible.
They managed to mostly even up the XP, which is good for them. That's cool.
And it looks like Winky Face is going to do the exact same thing the Vikings just did. Say, you know what? We know you're going to turn in. We're going to try to get this mid camp up.
Yep. I mean, it's a smart move. We saw, like, just there that it helped deep push mid without found Vikings having to do anything pretty much. It freed them up to go and defend other lanes, and they still have all of their structures intact.
And that was a very good stall by Jinzer there. And it looks like they want to fight. PJ Tim is gonna be okay. Especially if he just dives past the silence.
Does make it out there. He has full souls, so he's pretty beefy right now. Winky Face turning in some gems. Nothing from Found Vikings yet. Winky Face getting 10 just a little bit before, but both teams now have it. So ultimates will be available for this next objective, whichever side it goes over to.
We got Taz Dingo, Lava Wave. It's got to be Bless Shield with Johanna. I'm going to assume Raiders, and Flail Swipe again. Yep, Bless Shield.
Bless Shield, yep. Anna again taking that Nano boost, because I'm thinking maybe Nano paired with a Kael'thas Bomb. Azmodan took Tide of Sin, Lightning Breath on Diablo. Still nothing from the Arthas yet. It did Syndragosa and Phoenix. All right,
I like the Cindy. Spicy.
No Nano Pyroblast here. Hoedown would be disappointed.
Hoedown does love his meme blast.
I mean, it is a force to be reckoned with Nano Boost here. Winky Face defending on top lane.
Johanna's gonna die. Doesn't get out of this, right?
That sleep dart.
Oh my goodness. VZ,
Fantastic.
you are a boss.
Fantastic disengage from Stukov there. Gens are going to make it out safely. Syndragosa is down so that Found Vikings can secure that top fort. They didn't get it with spiders, but they're going to get it now, and the first structure is going to be in their favor.
Good old Syndragosa. I tell you, I cannot believe JoJo lived.
We've seen a lot of narrow escapes this series.
You gotta... Okay.
I
The
can't
stall.
do fast. I don't know if
That would have completed if the Vikings had
Vikings
got Dicky in. 30-48, yeah, they would have had a turn in, but they chase off, and that is going to give Winky Face the turn
their
in.
second objective. They're just going to have to prepare themselves then, unless they can get a kill and force Vikings to lose some gems this round. They're going to have to be prepared for that turn.
They may have caught... Hey, Sailor's here. Oh, Sky gets caught.
Out with the Blessed Shield and the silence.
V-Train's going to be okay. You're healing him too much, VZ. You're healing him too much.
Axe isn't going to get as much worth if he's healed up too much. Lava Wave coming out top to help with the engagement, clearing the
Another
way
big engage by Winky Face. Cho Dingo comes out. Troll Dingo.
PJ Tim looks like able to pick up all the gems that were dropped, so they're not going to lose anything there. But Winky Face is going to secure that top fort, so top lanes will be even now.
And that was a really big catch by Winky Face.
Yeah, both of those kills were good picks. Ragnaros not quite getting bot, able to defend mid as well.
Oh, Jinzer, he wants even more.
Getting greedy, but looks like
oh, Syndragosa. I don't think you're going to walk this one off, JoJo.
I don't think, yep. And if you're Winky Face, you're going to get out of there. Unfortunately, leave her to die. Otherwise, we're going to suffer more casualty here.
B-Train with the juke. Oh, no. They seen him.
Yep,
Dicky's going to keep chasing.
No Tazdingo to pop either. He's one last spray before he dies, though. Classic.
And I think just like last time, we see the team overstay their welcome a little bit and get punished for it.
Yep, I mean, we've been there before. You get greedy, you want more, but
This is going to be a boss call by the Vikes.
B-Train calling out Sky for snitching on him, calling out his position. But that is going to be a boss call, yeah, for Vikings. They see Zul'jin is still dead, so they're going to take this for themselves.
Now, if you're Winky Face, you know they're going to try to do the whole boss and spiders. You need to get out in that top lane as fast as you can, get as much damage on that boss as you can.
Yep.
Before the spiders ever get there.
We can already see Vikings posturing for that turn in. Genzer's trying to play defense and keep PJ Tim from turning in.
What a great goaltender.
Jin on defense with Stukov putting in some work while the rest of the team try to prevent that turn in.
And Ginzer is making their life not pleasant. That he bought them enough time to get that boss down without the spiders behind it.
Yep.
Very well done by Ginzer there.
Well played, absolutely. They weren't able to prevent turn in entirely, but they didn't need to because, like you said, they bought enough time, and now they can deal with things individually instead of all together. Blessed Shield coming out from Johanna in mid there. Ragnaros helping with the defense as the team opts to push mid instead of top.
Uh-oh. I hope... Oh, Mango had an aggressive position. If they had been...
Sindragosa coming out again. Slows and roots everywhere. Raynor's the first to fall. But it looks like Ragnaros is going to make it out of there with the rest of his team.
Oh, I thought Ginzer was going to be such a giver right there.
Just wanted to spread the bomb love a little bit.
And the Vikings are going to keep the foot on the throttle here.
They're going to push it. They probably can see Ragnaros' bot, you know, so it's...
Here, B-Train, I brought you company. That's what Ginger says. I brought some company, buddy.
Raynor's still dead. You know, that fight was definitely in their favor. They're going to keep up that pressure and probably keep mid, looks like. Yep.
Well, if there's a lane to lose early, it's mid. Blessed Shield comes out. Dicky is going to be totally dead, but no! Taz Dingo saves B-Train.
Alright, so Dicky not quite making it out of there. No turn in on either side at the moment, so right now it looks like teams are just kind of gonna regroup, do what they can in the lanes, and reset for the next phase of the game.
That's right. And like I said, the mid lane is the one to lose if you're going to. You just wonder what Winky Face comms are like over there, and PJ Tim decides...
He wants to go in.
You know, I know there's 5 of you here, but I'm the Lord of Terror. And I got Anna. But, you know what? I'll go ahead and reset my souls. It's all good.
Yep. Goes down, coming back up immediately, but like you said, that's a reset on souls. He's going to be a pretty squishy Lord of Terror for a while here. Winky Face going to clear that camp without pushing in too hard. They did manage to get in a good chunk of their gems.
Yeah. Oh. Uh-oh.
There's a little separate from the team, but able to
Bless Shield so they Bless Shield out of Ginzer to make sure he didn't die there.
Yeah.
Hashtag worth.
Definitely worth. I mean, we're getting to the point in the game where death timers can be a real problem. So use what you have to stay up. Winky Face happen their bruiser camp now that Vikings cleared.
They've gone down to deal with that siege. Winky Face probably realizes this. They're going to get their turn in. And I look for them to lava wave top since it's hurt the most. So the spiders go far, far forward. And there it is.
There it is. Yup. They're going to clear that lane and make sure they get as
Oh, they caught PJ. And yeah, it's a squishy Diablo. That's a big catch.
Super squishy.
But
that's going to be full death timer on him this late in the game.
I tell you what, one thing I have noticed, Winky Face, they're such good givers. They're sharing the bombs. You know what? You have a bomb. You have a bomb.
They just want to be good teammates and share with each other. Spread the
Sharing
love
is
around.
caring.
Ragnaros taken over that fort mid to help with the siege push here. Found Vikings going and clearing top pretty quickly. So now able to move on down to the defense here in mid.
And they have no Diablo, no Cinder Goat.
Nope.
Oh, there's Cindy. That's why
Cinder
I've
is-
seen it was on cooldown, because he just popped it.
Did
Brickhouse
pop
was
it.
so selfish there. He didn't give his friends a bomb.
So rude, Brickhouse. So rude.
So rude.
Spread the love. Not that we would ever share that. We're pretty selfish too, right?
That's right. Oh, I like.
Alright.
So it looks like they're going to force the issue top now.
Yeah, they can see Vikings are bottom, finishing up clearing the last of the spiders. They're going to go push in top, even though that's going to almost guarantee that Vikings this turn in, if they go right to turn in point. But Vikings looking like they're going to choose to respond to this keep pressure top.
Don't be a giver.
Alright,
You
no
ever
givers that
seen-
time.
You ever seen Spaceballs?
I have not.
Oh, like, I was imagine Winky Face sitting there going, "Fooled you."
That is what
Got-
I do need to actually see. Have to add that to my list.
Oh, this could be great.
Bad.
This could be bad.
It could go really well or it could go really poorly. I think Vikings realize what's happening. They're heading up, but I don't know that they're going to be in time. Winky Face is going to cap that boss.
Oh,
Get caught
Johanna,
out,
gonna walk it off.
though. Oh, indestructible.
Vicky.
The only thing saving her life there.
Don't walk in the Phoenix, Jinzer.
Oh, no. Johanna
Ah.
does live on, narrowly avoids that Asmodan Q. And they're gonna choose to walk away from boss and let it do its thing while they go and clear spiders and push up these lanes.
Yeah, that boss gave them a free clear, a slightly gutsy call by Winky Face, but man,
paid
did it
off.
pay off.
It paid off. That was risky, but it worked. I think the early damage from Zul'jin, was enough to put them ahead to the point where they could take it before Vikings could push up and catch them.
Let's see. They have Syndragosa. It looks like they are going to commit
Yep.
to this.
Winky Face decided to, rightly so, I think, to back up, defend. Ragnaros could Molten Core.
Oh, that was a big
Check
stun
that
on
keep.
Vicky. No Syndragosa here.
Nope. Phoenix going down as well. Defensively,
And
but
Jinzer, he wants more. He's on hot pursuit here. But then he's like, you know what? Kind of don't have my damage. I should probably just stop.
they got a pick. They
I would like
got
to
a
see
little bit
Winky
of
Face go straight to the... Okay. They are going to go straight for top keep.
Yep, top keep is pretty hurt. They can get it down fairly easily, and since now their team's going to have turn-in for a while, they have to get pressure in a different way. Waiting for their minions to catch up to them.
Asmo hurts.
Oh yeah, like I said, late game, just one of those Qs chunks your health down.
And there's a zoning lightning breath, but everybody's just going to kind of walk this one off. That's going to be top keep with a big stun on Brickhouse.
Brickhouse saved, but for the moment by the Stu Cup
But
Hills, but does end up falling.
PJ Tim is going to pay the price. Yes, he is. But oh
Castigo
no,
popped for B-Train.
not like this. Johanna and Rag,
Both
Soul
making it out.
Survivors.
Slivers of health. Oh. So that is 3 kills for none.
And
Favor
they're not
of
even going to
Found
worry about
Viking.
it. They're going
No, they're-
straight core.
Yep. Smart. They're gonna walk right to mid here, and Johanna and Ragnaros are gonna be hard pressed to defend this on their own. Fortunately,
Does he have Molten Core?
no. It was
I don't
just
think
used.
so.
It was just used in that push, so I don't believe Molten Core is up. Lava Wave was just used as well. Gosh, those Asmodee
Bless
bombs
shield.
hurt.
Bless Shield may have bought enough time here if Johanna can just stay up just a second. Nope, I think...
Oh, and there we go with the
Well, it's
Core
gonna be
again, but I
too
think it's
little,
gonna be
too late.
Too little, too late. Found Vikings. Game 3. GG.
Oh my goodness. Very well done. Both teams. Great series.
Close
But in
series.
the end, just a slight overstep by Winky Face. And it is what it is.
Yep. So they managed to take a win off of the Found Vikings, but Vikings do end up securing themselves the series with a 2-1 in their favor.
Very much so. I guess you can reach out, or I can. It doesn't matter. See if they want to.
See that here? But
That was very close. That could have gone either way, and PJ Tim committed to the Rainer, and as soon as he dropped, they pushed it. If they don't get that pick, think about how close it was on the other side. I mean, right there at that point, that's anybody's game.
see if we can tag our victim. All right, looks like we're going to get contender for our interview here.
Very nice. Man, I'm still in like shock how close that was.
That was fantastic. Yep. All right, let's get Tender in here with us. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Congratulations on your victory, first of all. That was a fantastic series. Oh my gosh, we had so much fun.
Yeah, it was a fun one to play. We've been looking forward to playing Winky Face for a while since I met B Train.
You could tell there were a lot of sprays and a lot of B steps going on in those games there.
Were you sweating it there, Game 3?
Not really. They did have a slight comeback, but with an Asmodean and a KT, the wave clear is it's ridiculous. You can't get a spider wave much past the keep.
I tell you, I was nervous that last fight. PJ goes in, he almost dies. I'm thinking, oh no, you overstep PJ, but then all of a sudden it turns the other way, and you guys win.
At that top keep on our side.
Yeah, he committed hard.
Yeah, but they all clumped on him, which is a mistake when there's a Kael'thas, let alone... And then there was an Asmodean dunking too, which just spread the bomb and gave us the stacks we needed.
And those Asmodean Qs, those hurt late game. If you let Asmo get to that late game, that's major chunks of your health bar that you're going to find.
Oh yeah, and I don't know if you noticed in early game we were very much stacking him quickly. I was throwing down my Q, then he was throwing down his, and we were just finishing the waves in seconds.
Yeah, that was one of the things I pointed out, that on a smaller map like this, it's very easy for Asmo to get his stacks in way sooner than it would be than playing him on, or as opposed to playing him on a larger map.
Oh yeah, it's much easier, and then with us being able to just poke down the waves and get him into one-shot range early game, gives him a real advantage.
I will say this, Born thought you were trolling us, just like I did the first time I seen you on a mage. She said, what?
That's Science Hero! I'm like, what's going on here?
We weren't locked into it to begin with, but I had a feeling that they were going to go super ranged just by what they've been doing, where my melee assassins wouldn't be quite as effective. So I locked the Kael'thas and then saw what they picked. That way, Austin could go the Asmodean later game if we needed to.
And I think that's the first time I've seen you guys break out the Asmodean.
We used them a lot last season, but most teams have been letting our Kael'thas go through, and Kael'thas is just broken right now.
He can be. I mean, they were definitely sharing on Winky Face there. They're such a giving team. They were sharing the bombs.
And then with the Ana Nana boost too, it just takes out your entire team's health.
Yeah, it felt like the momentum switched. You guys had it pretty under control, and then that pick on Sky and PJ on the rotation kind of flipped the momentum there for a while. And I really thought, well, both of us thought, honestly, that Winky Face's draft was probably going to outdo yours. But you guys proved us wrong.
They were putting a lot of their faith in like the rag lava wave to keep the waves pushed back. But while that does a lot to like control where the web weaver is going to land, it doesn't clear them. But we drafted around the map and like went for that web weaver clear, and we had push with Asmodean. So, and then I went for a real beefy front line, taking 2 main tanks with an Arthas. I know a lot of people say he's a bruiser, but he's classified as a main tank now. Then the Syndragosa just gives us even more push.
Yeah, you definitely got value from Syndragosa that game. Absolutely.
I do have a question about the Arthas when we were in draft and you picked it. I almost felt like it was more of a go ahead and pick Greymane now type of pick. Is that the case?
No.
I thought you were daring him to play Greymane into it.
I didn't know if he was going to Greymane again or not, but it was more so that they couldn't dive our backline, because without taking another like heavy tank with a Diablo as your only tank, you won't have as much peel. So I went for someone with a lot of CC and a lot of slows in order to keep them off of us if they did go dive.
Okay. Were you shocked? Let's go to game 1. Were you shocked Alex got through?
A little bit. I was expecting the Alex ban over the Stukov ban, but with Sky, it's just pick your poison. What do you want to get out healed on?
That is true. And then the Maiev bans against you guys, that didn't surprise me. The Zeratul bans.
Me and B-Train, we play a lot of games together, and I've been seeing him run that Abathur Zeratul combo just all over the place, and I don't want it done on me.
That's I think was the second draft I made that comment. Like, well, I knew they had, when we played them, they had a like level 200 and something Abby player. Something
yep, that was the mango.
Crazy amount of levels. And it's like, well, when we did, we're just like, we ain't dealing with that. But you opt to let Abby through. You just didn't want to deal with the double Zeratul. Basic.
I actually let Abathur through on the first draft to be nice, because they were lagging a lot, and Abathur can be played with a lot of lag.
Oh, there you go.
And
Sportsmanship.
then they accidentally picked the Lucio with the Abathur, which denied them the clone, which made them even less worth.
Oh yeah. What's the bug?
Currently banned. If he clones Lucio, he gets high 5.
That's 2 games in Div C. Back-to-back nights I've seen a banned mechanic come into play.
We did see it avoided here. Ultimate Evolutions had a lot of bugs beforehand, so this really isn't anything new. Some really wonky interaction there. But
yeah.
I have a question now for you. Game 2, what were you guys thinking at the end of Game 2? How were you feeling? Where were your heads at? You had just won that first game, but then Winky Face managed to find their momentum again, take that game back from you. What was going on in your comms as you were heading into Game 3?
Just what it is every time we go into every game as a new game. We don't really think about the last game of, like, if we dominated, we don't think of that. If we got crushed, we don't think of it. We just go into every game as a fresh game. We did take into account, like, what they were trying to do with us having an Ana healer. She's very much a one-direction healer. Like, she needs people to be all in front of her. And they were splitting us with that Tyrael and Blaze just going into our back line. While it wasn't killing us, it was Ana can't heal split like that.
Yep.
Yeah. And I don't know if you noticed in that draft, but Winky Face was trying to recruit PJ, saying, "Come over here because you can play Tyrael." Wasn't that the conversation?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I told Born, I was like, I may have to go over there. I love playing Tyrael. Hoedown won't let me do it.
Every match before we start, we always hover Tyrael. It's almost a tradition now.
Oh, good old Tyrael. If using the right spot, if you're going to take a Tyrael, you have to get some form of controlling your offlaner. Or you have to play him in the offlane.
I'd say Tyrael's a better pick to counter certain things. I thought on game 2, since they took the Tyrael, they were going to let the Maiev through. Because Tyrael's Sank absolutely destroys Maev's combo. You can't do anything with it once it goes out.
Mm-hmm.
So, I actually wasn't going to pick Maiev, and then they ended up banning her. And I was like, okay, wasted a ban. Cool.
Oh, let me mental note. Pick Tyrael, no Maya. Got it.
You actually pointed out that counter when we played you guys, I'm pretty sure.
Did I?
I thought it was just common knowledge that Sank counter or circles counter circles.
Yeah, well, whenever we get a Jaina against us, I'm always begging, and Born can vouch for this. Let me play Tyrael. I just Sank, and she will be no big deal.
Better combo to Jaina is just to send an assassin on her.
Yeah, that's true.
You saw in game 1, Raymain eats Jaina.
For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for the way I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have... I mean, Game 3 was... The whole series was fantastic, so thank you for entertaining us. Unless Born has something to add, I'm going to open up the floor to you, Contender.
Yep, that was it for me too. So, have any shout-outs you wanna say?
Just shout out to the team. We did great tonight. And to Winky Face, you guys had a good comeback on game 2. We'll have to finally get that Gul'dan vs Alarak game going one of these days for B-Train.
I was shocked. They didn't take Gul'dan in that any of those first rotations you let through. I was shocked Gul'dan never got picked.
I know B-Train. He likes to hold his pick to last every time.
Intimate knowledge being used for evil purposes. All right, everybody. That's going to do it for us here. Fantastic series that puts Vikings firmly in first place with one more game to play. I don't think if you even get just one map win in game 11, I don't think anybody catches you. I think you guys have all but locked up number 1, so congratulations.
Thank you. I think you guys are strong for number 2, aren't you?
I've done some math. We're going to have... Well, I don't want to go into it. I don't want to jinx this, but I've done some math. We need one thing to happen, and then maybe. It's either going to be us or Regen. It's just a matter of how the next 2 games or the 3 games between us unfold.
Man, I've been loving Div C this season, how close it is.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. There have been some great games, both to watch and to play in. So it's been exciting for sure.
Well, here's
I can't wait to see where playoffs takes us.
Here's something I want you to think about, Contender. I realized this the other day. You beat Regen. Right? Let's go through the top 3 teams. You beat Regen. Regen beat us. We beat you. So, in theory, the 2-3s make it through. That's going to be a tough matchup. And then you guys get through, and then whoever gets through on the 2-3, all those teams that have beat up on each other and have a win respectively against one or the other is going to make for a great East final if that unfolds.
Should be a great final tournament.
Absolutely.
I think that puts us all in the final standings, though. I don't think we can get bumped out of the finals.
I think you're right. So we'll just have to see who else ends up in playoffs with us and who we get to face again.
Yeah,
Yep.
maybe we'll get
I'm
lucky.
looking forward to the rematch.
It's like maybe we'll get lucky for opposite ends of the bracket and you'll get your rematch. But then again, Region's very strong too, so you never know. I mean, everybody's strong, but both sides of the bracket, I don't see really any cakewalk path to the finals, honestly.
No, there's no match that I'm looking forward to.
That makes two of us. All right, stream. We love you. Born is back. More casts coming. Sorry we didn't get the cameras. We didn't really get to test anything. And then we had a voice issue going on. So we're like, you know what? No cameras. They know what we look like. It'll be all right. Everybody have a good night.
Good night,
God
everyone.
bless.